So today we are looking at 5 lucrative businesses that you can start with as low as 1,000 Kenya shillings. And if you have more, not to worry, because you can still start these businesses just in a larger scale, yes? So in this video, I'll mention the business idea, things that you require to start and their prices, a few things that you can do to make the business successful, and most importantly, a thing that most small businesses forget to do is how to scale the business, because you don't want to remain the same place forever, yes? So we can all agree that we need some extra cash or maybe a side hustle to earn us a little more, yes? But starting a business is easier said than done, true? And I'm sure we have all been there. And sometimes it's more than just coming up with a business idea. I know coming up with a business idea, at times it can be challenging, but sometimes you may have an idea, but you doubt yourself, or you're just afraid to start or to just go for it. And mostly in that moment, all you need is a little nudge or someone to validate your idea for you to go for it. And today I want to be that person who is going to push you to the right direction and give you an idea of a business that you can do. I want to be that person who will give you just that little nudge that you need to just go for that business that you have been thinking about, or to just validate your idea and tell you you're right, and you'll never know unless you try. It might not be among the 5 business ideas that I'll be sharing here today, but if you have an idea, you owe it to yourself to try. Someone once told me that if you decide to do something, there will always be 2 possible outcomes. Number 1 is you succeed, and number 2 is you learn that the business idea you had or whatever you wanted to do was not it, and you move to the next thing. Either way, you win. Sometimes we spend so much time thinking about what would have been, and this here is the downfall of many. And the only way to avoid this is to just start. And I mean, if you don't, you have failed anyway. You will remain the same way you are, you will remain where you are, or even things will get worse and you will just live in regrets, and your confidence continue going down each day you procrastinate. So here is a tip that you can try. Do this. You can start with a plan, set deadlines, and divide the plan into manageable tasks. For example, if you're planning to start an online business, you can start with creating pages, make a commitment to your followers, tell them you're going to bring this and this. And every time you complete a task, you'll get confidence to go for the next. It's like taking the first step. The next step is easier. The next is actually much easier than the first and the second. Remember to also be gracious to yourself, because most things, they take time, and all you need is to be consistent. So this video is the beginning of a series where we'll be speaking about businesses, ideas, and side hustles that you can start. I have tested a few of these side hustles, while others I have close friends and relatives who are in these businesses, and the rest I just think they are amazing and lucrative business ideas that anyone can do and require a small amount of money to start. And trust me, I have done enough research for you to get started. So that is enough mumbo jumbos that I think are very key in laying a background or foundation to this video. But now let's get started. Our number 1 business idea is beaded basket business, and you can add bracelets or necklaces into this if you like. This is a business that you can start with as low as 1,000. And maybe to give you a little backstory of this, last year I met a lady who does this as a side hustle. She owns a general shop, and on her free time, she makes these beaded handbags and baskets. I have always thought this is a very great idea, and that day she just validated my thoughts. So I went to research to just find out how well you can do this, and the best thing about this, you don't need to be an expert to start. So let's start with what you need to start this business. The first thing is that you need a skill, and I found 3 awesome videos on YouTube that shows you step by step on how to do or how to start this business. Just Google how to make beaded handbags and find the best video that works well for you. And the next thing that you're going to need is beads, strings, and cutters. And you might also need some tape to wrap your fingers so that you can protect them from damage from the string. And for beads, strings, and cutters, you can get them from Karioko Market. And if you don't have direct access to Karioko Market, you can get the numbers of these wholesalers in your TikTok account. Just simply search wholesale beads in Nairobi, and you're going to get the numbers, and you can contact them. They deliver countrywide, and they're going to deliver to you. And I would advise, for starters, if you have someone in Nairobi who can maybe go to these wholesalers and get the stock for you, you can do that. And for the second stock, you can ask them to give you their number so that you don't fall into scams. And if you're not in a position to send someone, make sure that you validate the sellers online, okay? Because there are a lot of scammers online, so make sure that you validate them. And I think I'm going to speak about this later in this video, how to validate sellers online, okay? And all these materials or items, you can get them in the same place. And if you don't, make sure that you ask those people selling the beads to direct you to where you can buy the other items on a wholesale price. And a tip for this: always go with a design in mind so that it will be easier for you to get what you want. And as you progress, you will also need a fundi to be making a clothing to put inside your bag, because you want to keep researching and keep improving your skill and getting new designs. And for this, I think the best way to go about it is to find images of such handbags that you like or you aspire to be creating. You can find free images in these websites. You can post these images to your WhatsApp and social media. And for WhatsApp, you can also get images from Facebook and also Pinterest. Once you make the products, don't forget to take pictures of the products and post them on your social media. This becomes now your portfolio, and you can keep posting them over and over again. I would also like to mention that this is a very good project to teach your kids, and they can be doing this instead of spending the whole day in their phones. And if they do this, they can get some pocket change as well. Also, don't forget to reinvest the profits and to always think of how to scale the business. And one way I thought about is, after becoming a pro in this, you can earn more by documenting the process, sharing on social media or YouTube, or teaching others how to do it. And sharing these on YouTube videos is very easy because you just record what you're doing. You don't need to record your voice, you just record what you're doing. And these are type of videos, they get a lot of views. All right, remember, marketing is what will take your business to the next level. If, for example, you are selling things online, in addition to taking good pictures and posting them, make sure that you include the prices of this product in your post. And do not tire to post. Post consistently. Post every day until you get a client or clients. Also, don't forget to add your personal touch to your post. Tell your story. That is how you differentiate yourself. Tell your story. Speak in the post to appeal to people's emotion. All right? Marketing is what is going to take your business to the next level. Our business number 2 is jewelry business. This is another one that is very close to the first one, but what you want to do with this one is to buy ready-made items in wholesale price, and then you sell them at a profit. And I'm telling you, this business is very lucrative and can give you massive crazy returns. My sister started this business, and there are so many of them out there, and you can get their contact on TikTok. Jewelry is hot selling item, and the profit margins are just crazy good. And here is what you need to start. You can start with as low as 1,000 Kenya shillings or more. And for this, you can start with maybe earrings, necklaces, rings, and also maybe something that is very trending is tie back that you put on your hair, and watches as well. And you can make massive profit margins with these ones. And you can get so many of these wholesalers in Nairobi, and they deliver countrywide. For those who are not within Nairobi, you can get them in Dubois or Junction Trade Center, or even Kamukunji, and you can get the numbers. For those who are not in Nairobi, you can get the numbers on TikTok. Search for jewelry wholesalers, and we have people who do plug videos, and they will direct you perfectly to the right places to buy these things or these items. You want to start with things that are affordable, and then maybe later on you can move or you can upgrade to other items as you learn your customers. So to market this business, you can do this through your WhatsApp status, because these are items that everyone uses. You can do through your WhatsApp status, TikTok, Instagram Reels, or even WhatsApp group. You can also supply to people with salons at a markup, especially if you're not within Nairobi. That would be a very good deal for you and for the person who is selling them, because you're saving them time they could have spent to go get the items. These are businesses that will do very well in an area with a lot of students, university students in that matter. It will also do very well in populated area, because this is everyday things that you we use and you are selling at a very affordable price. So consider that business. It's a very lucrative business. Our next business is ice cream business, and again you can still start this business with as low as 1,000 Kenya shillings. And I know everyone loves ice cream and it sells fast, especially in hot weather, right? And for this, you will need, these are the things that you'll need. Number one, you'll need an ice cream supplier. You can look for depots in your area or companies like maybe Daima, Dailyland, and I've seen one that is very popular called Lixo. And these people, they will deliver to where you are in case they don't have a depot in your area. And you can get ice cream at 650 or 900 for a carton. Usually it is 4.5 liters or around there. And then you'll also need the cones, and the cones you can always ask the supplier where you can get the cones, and depending on the location and also the supplier, the cones you can start with 150 Kenyan shillings. And if you manage to sell a box a day, you will make around more than 1,000 Kenya shillings, and this is minus the capital. Then the next thing that you're going to need is a cooler or a freezer, and you can get one even with as low as 400 Kenya shillings at Kamkunji, or you can get one in Ice World Kenya with 1,500. I have also seen others go for 800 Kenya shillings, and you can also get in Jumia with as little as 3,000 Kenya shillings. I also need small cups for those who want to take away, so make sure that you get those ones too. And for this one, you are going to sell at a higher price. If you sell the corn at 30 bob or 40 bob, you make sure that you sell the small cups at maybe 50 bob, yeah, or 60 bob, depending on how you want to package or you want to sell this to your customers, depending again on how you bought the ice cream, yeah. A very good tip for this is you want to make sure that you position yourself in a higher traffic area. I think outside the school, parties, mall, parks. In Sundays, you can go near a church, you can go to the market, and because in these places, people tend to eat more ice cream than in a normal road with a few people. If you have watched this video to this far, please consider liking and subscribing to this channel so that this video will be pushed to more people who might benefit from it. And here we speak about investment opportunities, reviews, and also tips. And now we have started looking at ways of making money, because you cannot invest if you do not have money, right? So make sure that you stay tuned and keep watching. Moving on. Our next business is Mtumba or Thrift business. I know this is a business that so many people speak about, but I have seen this business changing people's lives. And Thrift is broad, and you can choose what you think will do well in the area that you're in, or what you think that you're passionate about. I have a particular bias to ladies handbag, but that is me. The best thing with this business is there is everything for everyone, and you can start with pieces or bale, and you don't actually need to have a shop to start, and the profit margins are so real. And with as low as 1,000 Kenya shillings, you can go to a market near you. It doesn't have to be Gikomba. You can start where you are. But if you have access to Gikomba, well and good. But if you're in another place, you can always go to a market near you, speak to those people who are opening bills and talk to them so that they can sell you the nice items, and then you can take these items and maybe sell online or even hawk. And my people, there is no shame in starting low. So long as at the back of your mind, you have a vision of where you want to go, you can always start low. So get those items from those people who are opening bells and go get the nice items. We have so many people out here who are very busy and they have no time to go to the market, and they will be willing to pay some extra cash for convenience and if the items are great. And for those with some extra cash, you can always go for a bail. Look for a trusted bail supplier online. And I love the era that we are living in, because more people are opening up to review the people who are selling these bills, and we are moving to a society where people are kept in check through social media. So make sure that you go through the comment section to look for reviews for that bill supplier. And if you are starting, I would advise that you take yourself there physically, so that you can make sure that they have a shop and you know where to find them. And then maybe for the second time, you can order online if you trust that person. But for starters, you can always go there physically to make sure that this person is legit. And if you're not in a position maybe to do that, make sure that you get the right number. After going through the reviews, make sure that you get the right numbers, the right contacts from their social media. Check the numbers, the number of followers, take the numbers from the bio, go for the people who have not switched off their comment section, and go for the people. You can actually even look for a person who have bought a bill from these people and get to talk to them directly, so that they can give you their experiences. And I have also seen people who open bills for people at the shop. So if that is possible, you can all as well go and open the bill with the supplier, so that they can direct you on how even to sort the clothes. And if you do your research well, you'll be able to find a very good supplier. You can learn a lot through social media, and a good supplier will hold your hand and guide you on which bill is best to start with. Always be willing to do the work. Do your research. Make sure that you get a good supplier, so that you can get good deals out of it if you're going for a bill. Okay. And in this case, I remember last year I tried this. I bought a bomber jacket bill at 8,000 Kenya shillings from a lady called Emma. And Emma was being advertised by Shiko Wahi Style. And I remember going to the comment section and engaging a few people who had bought from this lady, and they told me that this lady is good. So I went there and I took a bill. And I remember when I went there, I asked about the bill, and she told me all the details about the bill. She told me that the bill has light jackets, and also most of them are for men. And I was satisfied with this, because this is a person willing to open up what is inside that bill. And when I remember when I got to get that bill, I met this lady who was in this business for a while, and she just learned about Emma, and she had taken 2 bills already, and this was her 3rd and 4th bill, because she took 2. And I remember I had a chat with her, and she told me that the bills were good, and that gave me confidence to actually go for what I went there to get. Yeah, so that you can always do this. You can always speak to people, and most of the time people are very willing to share their experiences. So make sure that you engage people in such things. All right. And to market your business, make sure that you post these on social medias. You can have pages in all social medias and be posting every day, and be posting consistently, okay, in your groups. All right. And remember also to put the prices to tell your story, to appeal to people's emotions, as we had said earlier. And to our last business is boiling and selling cereals, and then packaging and selling them to people who are going to be storing them in their fridges for later. Yes. And this is something that is becoming very popular. And I know people love eating cereals but hate the long cooking time, or they don't have the G-codes or even the means to cook these cereals. And I know, because I don't like cooking cereals, and if I had someone who does this and deliver to me, I would be very happy. And here is where you come in. When going into this business, know that marketing is what is going to get your business going. And the good thing with this business is this is a very continuous business. Once you get your client, as long as you're doing a good job, you'll continue getting business from that client, or rather you're going to get subscription and also referrals. Make sure that you package the cereals very well and maintain hygiene, because this is something that people look for. You can market yourself on social media. You can start by making small maybe posters and drop them in areas where you think they might be interested in such a thing. So to start this business, you can start with as low as 1,000 Kenya shillings, and then you need the cereals, you'll also need the cooking gas or maybe charcoal, and then clean packaging containers. And to start, you need to buy the cereals in bulk. You can buy from wholesalers, and again, you can get these wholesalers in social media because there are so many of them, and I'm pretty sure there are some serious wholesalers in your area. So always go for the wholesalers. Number 2, you need to boil and package them in portions, maybe 500 grams or 1 kg. And as you understand your customers' need, you can maybe customize the packaging as per their needs, okay? So you need to get the containers that you're going to be packaging them from, and you can make a deal with the client that every time that they use the containers, you guys can reuse the container. So you can get the containers from them, okay? Number 3, you need to sell this to busy professionals, students, or maybe you can also do it online. Number 4, you need to consider offering delivery services so that they don't have to come to your place to get the cereals. You can take them the cereals to them. Number 5, you can partner with mama bogas to spread the word that you are doing such a business. So if you start this business, this is a business that is very easy to scale and can scale quickly. So think about advertising in estate and also maybe in WhatsApp group, or maybe even posting in your WhatsApp, because I know you have friends that will be willing to get such a service. And as we said in the beginning, starting a business is easier said than done. And sometimes we have ideas, but most of the time we doubt ourselves and we never start. But today I want to challenge you to just go for it. Instead of asking, what if you fail? Start asking yourself, what if you succeed? And find all the reasons of why you need to start. And when you succeed, don't forget to invest. I was speaking to a lady another day that sells ice cream, and we spoke about what would happen if she was putting away 50 Kenya shillings a day. And we did the calculations, and we found that if she puts away 50 Kenya shillings a day, at the end of the year, her savings would be around 18,000 Kenya shillings, and this is minus the interest rate. And she can use this money to maybe scale up her business or even start something else altogether that appeal to her. Okay, now imagine how much you would have if you are saving 100 Kenya shillings a day. That is 3,000 Kenya shillings a month. That is 36,000 Kenya shillings a year. And 2 to 3 years, you won't be where you started. So don't be afraid of starting small, just start. Now, I want us to try something or to do something. In the comment section, I want you to make a promise to yourself. Which among these businesses that I've covered excites you, or which business have you been considering to start? Then after 1 year, I want you to come back here and tell us if you started and how it is going. When you do this, it's going to do 2 things. Number 1, it's going to motivate you to start that business so that when next year comes, you'll have something to tell us. And number 2, it might motivate someone else to just go for it. So let's grow together and let's start making those money moves. Thank you for watching, and see you in my next video.